I'll tell you exactly what we did for our deal of the week. Folks, they are clearing out the amazing SmartCam from Samsung. We have a mega sale offer. I asked if we could do it as the deal of the week, and these folks said yes. We have never done a SmartCam from Samsung, you know, the full high definition one, the one with two-way talk, the one with all the upgraded features, anywhere near this price. It is a super sale, a super clearance price. They're gonna do it with free shipping for FlexPay in this new year. If you've been looking to bring in a security device, if you've been looking to bring in really a device to help protect you, the family, kids, loved ones, Samsung deliver a great product. If you Google the Samsung SmartCam, you'll see why we're excited. I saw it for $149, $169, I saw it for $189. There was one place that I saw it for $131. We're even lower than them. We are offering free shipping and full FlexPay though. I do have instructions to let you guys know, and I should say it really because it is important. I don't want anybody to be disappointed. There is no wait list and there's no advanced order, so when we sell out at this price, it cannot come back at $129. Mr. Joe Harrison is here waiting so
Adam,
patiently.
congratulations on your very nice winner. I was very impressed. Yeah. If you can match, that's fantastic. Can I talk? I love this camera. So you got the ribbon, you get to talk, but the thing about having this camera is that you're able to see what's going on in your home, in your business when you're not there. Here I am at HSN, 30 miles away from my house. I can see exactly what's going on. I can pinch, I can zoom, I can see what's going on in the house. I can even make adjustments. And right now, I just have one lamp on, but I can even see in the dark because it has night vision built in. And it's a free app that you can download to your Android phone, download to your Apple phone, and when you see the specs of this camera, it is the best we have ever offered from Samsung. Because there's so many cameras that are out there that are VGA quality, can't quite see what's going on. Here, everything is so crystal clear. Oops, I timed it out. Everything's so crystal clear that you can see it because it's 1080p high definition. But I don't have to be watching it because, Adam, if somebody walks across the screen, if somebody comes home, if there's a burglar that knocks on the window and makes a loud noise, it's going to send me a notification. Yeah. So it is now watching for me because I don't have to be there 24 hours a day. It's going to watch for me. And by the way, you can have multiple cameras, up to 50 different cameras all at the same time. So you download the app, and you can see what's going on. At this price, you definitely want to get more than one, but it makes it so easy to have eyes and ears on your house, even when you're not around.
You can't blame me for being excited about this though, Joe.
You should be excited.
Even though I was doing that on purpose. But that was guys, we are thrilled that you're loving this. With everyone on the phone already, we have fewer than 1,400, so this is clearly going fast. The price is what's selling it. I think we've seen the Samsung SmartCam a few times, and when we featured this on the Monday Night Show at least twice in the past year, we're just at a giveaway price right now. Our producer, the lovely Allison, many of you know. Allison and her husband Chris, they produce and direct the show. It's a family affair here on the Monday Night Show. They have images right now of their cat Samson, not Samsung, Samson. We went through that last time as well. It was very awkward. Samson is their cat, and these are the images from their Samsung SmartCam. And as Alison and Chris will tell you, hopefully we'll get them on one time. That would be fun, wouldn't it, Joe?
That'd be great.
Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah, it's only been a couple of years.
I know, we should get Alison and Chris, I'm talking to you guys, we should get, yes, you'd be great. They love their Samsung, and I know anybody out there that has a Samsung product, you would truly and honestly concur that it's great quality. This type of technology has changed the way we think about security because there are no monthly fees, there's no installation issues. It means those of us with children, if we're out at the movies or at a restaurant, we can check in with our child, with the babysitter. If we're away from home and there's workmen in the house, we can check in on what's going on. If we have pets, we can check in on them, we can hear them, and we can talk to them. Samsung are not the only folks in town that are making these types of products. There's a lot of companies doing it. But as I'm sure all of us agree, Samsung are amongst the best. No fees at all, ever. The Motion Zone Select, I think, is one of the features, Joe, that really sets this apart.
I agree, because so many times you'll get a camera and you're constantly getting these notifications and they're false notifications. Well, now you can customize this for you. This is the brilliance with Samsung. And when you download the app, and I download it here to my tablet, you can set up different zones. So whether it's somebody coming down down the stairs, whether maybe it's the cat that comes out of the side bed, maybe it's someone you want to check who's sitting on the couch, you can move these around and you're you're customizing these zones just for you. So anytime somebody goes through those zones, you're gonna be able to see exactly what happens. And this, by the way, is a free app, like Adam mentioned. How many monthly fees do you see on those commercials, $30, $40, to be able to watch your home and be able to alert you? This is free. So when someone walks across that field of vision, it's gonna automatically pick them up. Now what happens when you end up getting something, you get this little notification right here. Like this is a video clip of my daughter. She comes home from school every single day, and this is what I get. My daughter and I, my wife and I actually are able to see this. So when my daughter comes home from school, she'll come through the front door and I'm able to see exactly what's going on because it sends me that notification. And as a parent, even when I'm not there, I can now know that she safely made it in. I can see that she closes the door. I see that she locks it up. And as a parent, that gives me that peace of mind. That's what we're delivering. Amazing security, because now you can see exactly what's going on, but it's that peace of mind that we all love. Now, once she comes up, once she passes the camera, I can also do two-way talk, which is another advanced feature that it's rare that you find in cameras. There's a microphone and a speaker that's built into your Samsung camera. So now with that two-way talk, if I want to check on the kids before they go to bed at night, if I want to ask my daughter how her day was at school, if I'm out of town, and I can still have that conversation with them because the microphone and the app are so simple and easy to use.
And that's the nice thing with Samsung, the experience is good.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a great experience. There's a lot of people that are even looking for baby monitors, and then they realize, hang on, this kind of works like a baby monitor, and then so much more. You feel safer when you have it. I think about when we're away from home, like we were just in Canada for the first time. Chelsea and Oliver and I, we went to Canada for 3 days to Lake Louise, to Banff. It was beautiful, loved it, but it was nice to be able to just check in what's going on at home. You know, is everything okay? Is everything safe? Is everything secure? You've got that power when you have a Samsung SmartCam. So in terms of trying a product like this, even if you don't buy this, I highly recommend you buying something like it. The benefit to buying this one is that you're getting this really at a spectacular super sale price. We have SmartCams ranging from $150, $160, $179 is a very popular price. Samsung is typically more expensive at $199. So at $129, if you Google search it, you'll find that we are amongst the best deals in the United States, and we're adding in the FlexPay, and we're adding in the free shipping and handling. 8 minutes left, or sell out, whichever happens first. The deal of the week basically means that they've given us a special flex pay and shipping that lasts the show. So when the show ends at 9 p.m., if there's any left, the flex goes away and the free shipping goes away. So it certainly pays to order. Joe, I know we already mentioned this, but how many can I add to the collection?
You can actually have up to 50 different cameras at once. So the options are really endless. You can put one in every room. You can put one that's leading outdoors. You can even put them in dark situations. So here I've got my little buddies that are sleeping in the trunk. When I close it, it's going to register and see that, okay, light's missing. What ends up happening is it's going to send a blast of light to it. So Adam, you were talking about using this as a baby monitor. This is really going to be that perfect situation. So what ends up happening is that now you can see perfectly in the dark. You see it's noticing, okay, it's making those slight adjustments for you, and then it's going to send that blast of light, and now you can see perfectly in something that has zero light whatsoever. I can see perfectly in night vision. But it's not just 2 feet away. You can actually see up to 16 feet away. So even if you're away from your house and it's pitch black and somebody's walking through, you're going to be able to see that notification. Then when I open it up again, it instantly goes back to the color spectrum. There's nothing you have to do. Just enjoy the camera. And the setup on here is so extremely easy. See, it automatically switches the color. Adam, all you have to do is you download the app. It's for your Android, it's for your Apple device, and then you just plug it in. You plug it into the wall. Now, once you sign up and register your camera, anywhere you have a plug in your house, an outlet, that's where you can put your camera. So you're not restricted to drilling holes in the wall, running cables throughout, having a technician come out. If you can plug a lamp into a wall, you can plug your Samsung camera in, and now you have a home security camera with the best optics we've ever had from Samsung. Not VGA quality where it's super grainy. This is 1080p Blu-ray movie quality, but it also has one of the widest angles we've ever offered at 130 degrees. There's so many cameras that are out there, we can only see what's directly in front of it. This, you can almost see edge to edge because it's that super ultra wide 128 degree angle. That makes a world of difference because no one just wants to look at a single part of the room. I want to see everything that's going on in the room. Now you can also get those notifications sent directly to your phone or to your tablet, but you can also record them because you can add a memory card to this. And on the bottom of the camera, you can add memory cards, so every single notification that comes along, you can now add and record those memories, all because it has those advanced features. And there's the memory card adapter we have there, right there on the bottom. So you add a little memory card, and Adam, now you can record every notification, anything that happens, now it's gonna be saved forever.
You can, if you're thinking about it, and you're thinking maybe one's going to go in the living room, maybe one's going to go in the foyer, maybe pointing towards the front door, that would be smart. I'm just trying to think ahead. If you think for example, we have 2 at home. Okay, I could easily add a 3rd or 4th, and I've often thought that, but 2 seems to be a good number. If you want to buy a couple of them just to take advantage of what is really, you know, a clearance super sale price, please do so. If you end up not using a 2nd or a 3rd, you can always return it to get that refund of the purchase price, but we can't honor that pricing again when it's gone. Now, we have lots of other great products coming in, but just in terms of Samsung smart cams, this is as low as they go, and you just get great quality. So when Joe talks about the ultra-wide lens angle, when he talks about the quality, when it's pitch black, when he talks about the two-way talk, these are all things and features that not every smart cam has. There's a lot of us who have kids who are, you know, moving into their first home or apartment, and you're a little bit nervous, they're a bit nervous. This is that peace of mind and security. You know, those of us that have furry friends, love pets at home, now we can check in with them, we can see what they're doing. But the hardline fact is, in this day and age, being able to get a home security system for such a small price with no fees. There's no back end, oh no, I've got to pay this, I've got to pay that. There's nothing. You pay it once and you've got it. It's yours to use and to check in with and to enjoy for as long as you own it. There is no fee attached to it. Still to come, an amazing snow shop.